When I first started thinking about this film, it was a very small project. I had great ideas, but it only started taking form as I started getting my crew together. And people brought ideas, and all of a sudden this project was taking an enormous proportion.
The script was excellent. For me as a cinematographer, my inspiration comes from the script. And if I read something and I'm not inspired, it's very difficult for me to imagine how it's supposed to look, and that wasn't a problem. I mean, as soon as I read the script, I was inspired and I knew how it was supposed to look. And one of the interesting things about the story is that, you have this character who isn't necessarily living life, but she's just kind of getting through each day by just kind of keeping herself busy. And then through these phone calls and these conversations and revealing herself and opening herself up to to the secret friend, this caller, she realizes she's had a great life, and this great life that she can continue to lead.
Anna is a lonely elderly widow living on her own, and for me, I think she represents a lot of elderly people, whether it be men or women, living in our society today who have kind of been pushed aside by their family, and the loneliness that she feels, and I guess the kind of character that we're dealing with is introduced pretty quickly in the story.
When she first receives a phone call, she takes the opportunity to bring this person into her life, and it sort of fills the void in her life that's been missing. She suddenly has someone who will listen to her, someone who, even though they don't talk back, just the knowledge of having someone there who is absorbing all of these things that she's saying is comforting to her, and it completely changes her.
Insolent, exclaimed Will.
And I think it's a beautiful story because it touches the heart of who we are as a human beings.
We were lucky enough to have an amazingly talented actress in Viola portray the character of Anna in a way that really was successful for the story and really brought out the emotions of the script that I think we were all looking for and that we all imagined when we first read it.
We were just committed, and we really loved the story. We were just letting the actors, naturally lead us from shot to shot to shot, and we just kind of discovered it. And it was just this very beautiful, very organic moment that was just fantastic, and a lot of that I think we owe to these actors that we got to work with, who've been doing this for much longer than we have, and just had such wonderful instincts, and just to see them play these roles, they helped us find this moment that we're trying to capture.
Well, of course, a film like this would be attractive to me because it deals with an older woman, and it deals with how society, in a sense, views an older woman. There are very few roles for women over 50 anymore, so that does present a problem. Children grow up, they're away. In this script, I have a son who doesn't visit me. He's terribly busy and lives far away, and that's not so unusual in our society today with mature people. So, especially if you become widowed and you are completely alone. So, in this character, I am able to express a number of different colors, which of course actors love, to express all kinds of areas of my own personality, of an older person's personality. So for me, this has been a great experience.
As a filmmaker, this is a great opportunity for me to explore the unique problems and the struggles that an elderly person faces on a daily basis.
I think this story is important because it really forces the audience to take a closer look at the personality and the life of an elderly person. And the audience immediately connects with this woman. They feel for her. And to connect that emotion with an elderly character is important.
In my culture in Brazil, we treat elderly person far better. But I make no mistake, prejudice against elderly people takes place everywhere. So my challenge as a filmmaker is to make sure that we can find interesting characters that can help to give visibility to them. I want to challenge a traditional mold for their age, putting elderly people in a situation that they can explore their identity. Now, we all gonna happen to be old one day, but we know very little about them. We know very little about what it means to be an older person.
There's humor and sadness in my part in the role in this film, because I sort of say, may I come in, and just push my way in the door. And I think people that are outgoing or maybe almost pushy don't understand someone that wouldn't want you to come in. But and understand that kind of loneliness and that privacy that type of person wants. I have never worked on a short film, and I'm pleased and tickled to be on this one. I think it's a beautiful script, and I'm happy to be part of it.
We were all really excited and honored to be able to work with Viola Harris and Siobhan Fallon. To have them as part of our production, I think made all of us want to work even harder and make the project even better than we had intended, and I think that we definitely did that.
Well, having worked a lot of things, I must say that this has been a fantastic crew of all young people who are themselves learning, which I think is fabulous. And they're doing a remarkable job. I really cannot give them enough kudos.
We shot this film on 35mm film because it's the best. Every detail was finalized, and every detail was something that we knew we were 100% satisfied with.
I think it's a wonderful film. I think it's a film that would be of interest to all audiences. And it brings attention to the fact that there are Annas all over the country that are sitting home alone and need to have people in their lives and have some attention shown to them.
You always start out with lofty goals and say, let's hope we can really create something special, create something that we can be proud of, and I think we succeeded.
It's not just a film, it's a work of art, and in that it offers a powerful commentary on our society.
I think that we surpassed our own expectations. In our wildest dreams, we couldn't imagine that we would have something so amazing as a final product, and I really think that this film can go far.